when Jesus said, become like a little child, he might not have meant become like a little child in behavior, but become like a little child to God. View God as your father. That might be where that concept comes from too. Well, he also says Abba, but become like a little child, like to God. It might not be just start acting like a little child, or like, oh, because little children are submissive or humble or teachable and stuff like that. No, plenty of little children are not teachable or submissive or humble, but like they're subject unto you. So like subject yourself unto God. Become like a child unto God. Go to him for your dilemmas and things. Since he believes in consent and agency, he's not just going to help you, even though he knows what you have need of, but he needs your permission to help meddle in your life. And what are you getting yourself into? Once he starts meddling around, how many gifts does he give you before you're beholden and like roped into some kind of circumstance? But I think that just with the laws of nature and the laws of consciousness, a gift given freely with no strings attached, if God is giving you gifts freely, and he's giving it to you maybe contingent on your behavior, but like he's just not giving them to you unless your behavior is up to scratch, right? So maybe the gift given like under the conditions, there's no further strings attached. Oh, it's crazy. Maybe, he can't hold you to that. Like with consciousness rules, like he wouldn't, in a court of consciousness law, like God could not hold you to any kind of like agreement. Because I'm worried that you're getting all these gifts. Yay, God's like kind of helping you in life, but like, are you going to owe him later? What are you going to owe, right? Does this just come from my poor childhood upbringing? Just like the modeling I had with my parents / my dad. Like, what are you going to owe later? Like, what are you being beholden to? This is one way my dad was not great moral acting character. Like, my dad was not God. My dad was not Jesus. So he was a human. So while he had good sides, he also had bad sides. And one of the bad sides was that just the gifts had strings. Like, he let you stay in his house. Well, be prepared, because you're about to get gossiped about and like roped into some kind of like cleaning or painting project, which I didn't mind, but some of my family members felt like that was unfair. And, like looking at it logically, it kind of is unfair because that's not like spelled out in the contract, right? It's not like, no, you just roped in. So maybe my like feeling of God will be wanting something from me later that I might not all the way be comfortable with, or like realizing how much I was being roped in, like getting a little bit like owing a lot kind of situation. Maybe those feelings are linked in with just my childhood upbringing, so I have to recognize that of like a poor child, like a good father wouldn't do that. So I have to think of God as a good father, become like a little child, view my father God, and picture more of like, what would be a more reasonable situation? Like, am I doing that with my own children? Would I consider doing that with my children? When I'm thinking about being reasonable with my children, am I like giving them gifts and then like later saying, okay, but you owe me. You have to behave properly because I gave you a gift that I didn't tell you before. Like, it's one thing if you're like, you behave and I'll get you this gift. It's another thing if you just get a gift and be like, well, I just hurts my feelings that you would behave so poorly when I did something so nice for you, just barely. Like, I just barely got you this gift, and like it hurts my feelings now that you behave so poorly. It's that kind of gift where it's like a gift, but there could always be strings. Not always strings. Random strings, though. Convenient strings. Made sense to him. Made sense to him to say it. Made sense. Like, yeah, you would feel grateful for a gift, but like, also as a gift giver, you don't behold people to your gifts. Like, ugh. You don't make new contracts with people in your mind after you've given them a gift. Like, that's not to be done too. Like, that's a weird thing to do. Like, I don't know. So maybe my fear of like letting go and just letting God into my life completely is based around that fact, and also a slight worry that I might really go off the deep end. Things might get a little crazy, but so far not happening. Not so crazy, just delightful, and like things are working some like crazy way that I don't feel like I deserve. So I kind of feel like things are going to come crashing down quite soon. Was that another one of the programming things, you know? Likely, yes. Likely, I can just probably get away with living life in peace if I choose that. Getting away with it. Watch me go.